Hello everyone, welcome back to ION Radio. I'm John.
I'm Ken.
And tonight we have an SSD versus Rebel fleet for you. This time though, I'm commanding the SSD.
And I've got a Rebel fleet, as you can see, kind of in front of us. I'm a little intimidated. SSD is a humongous ship, but I do have Sato and a whole bunch of squadrons. With an MC-75, we're going to try and take it down.
Okay, my fleet came in at 393 points, and Ken had 400. I elected to go first and chose Fighter Ambush out of his list of objectives.
So let's take a look at the fleets and then get right to the action.
Okay, this is John's Player 1 fleet. We have a lot of upgrades on this, so here we go. I have a Star Dreadnought Assault Prototype, commanded by Moff Jerjerrod. Our officers on it are Agent Kallus, Damage Control Officer, and Intel Officer. We have Gunnery Teams. We have Point Defense Reroute, Quad Laser Turrets, Heavy Ion Emplacements, Leading Shots, H9 Turbolasers, Quad Turbolaser Cannons, and Ravager. I have two other ships. Both are Gozanti-class Cruisers. One has Repair Crews, and the other one has Darth Vader Officer in CommsNet. The idea behind this list is to let Ken just walk into the front of my SSD and shoot him to death. We'll see if he lets me do that.
Alright, for my 400-point Rebel fleet, we start out with the MC-75. Commander Sato is commanding. Lando Calrissian's going to help with defense. And I have ordnance experts and assault concussion missiles to kind of help on the offensive side. Just in case, for some added protection, we also have the electronic countermeasures, and hopefully I'll get an opportunity to use the external racks. Second ship is a Nebulan B. It's a support refit. I've got the auxiliary shields team on it, manning turbo reroute circuits, and it is the Salvation. Moving on, we have an MC-30 torpedo frigate, ordnance experts, assault proton torpedoes, and XI-7s. Final ship in the fleet is a torpedo corvette, one of the hammerheads, and I've outfitted her with external racks. 3 squadrons. I have Luke Skywalker in his X-Wing, Han Solo in the Millennium Falcon, and a generic A-Wing. Let's see how well we do.
Okay, welcome from the editor's desk. We're going to be making quite a few mistakes in this video. It's just part of the process of moving between rooms where we roll our dice and our editing process, which we're trying to figure out. A couple of things to note. I don't have Palpatine on the SSD. Don't know where I got that from.
He magically showed up in the middle of our game, and, well, we'll just go ahead and play pretending he's there. But we'll update you on the score at the conclusion of the video so you can see what really happened, more or less. We also forgot to mark shield off of the Super Star Destroyer.
May or may not have an effect at the end of the game as well.
So we'll find out. Beyond that, victory tokens we forgot to count also, and we will update the score again at the end of the video.
Okay, so first deployment goes to me. Because we're playing Fighter Ambush, Ken has to deploy all of his fighters last. I'm going to just go ahead and start with my Super and line her up at the back edge. That looks good. We'll start and come in at speed 1. Your deployment.
So let's go Gozantis. Alright, I'm going to put a hammerhead. Let me just put him right over here. He's very brave. He's facing down the Super Star Destroyer, moving at speed 2.
Sounds good. We're going to go with the white one is the one with repair crews on it.
Okay.
And we're going to come in right here. going speed 1. To you.
Do the salvation. We're a little further back, but moving in at speed 3. Back up a little bit more. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my last ship, the Gozanti that is taking Darth Vader around, is going to be right here, also going speed 1. The rest of your ships, and then we go to your fighters, which have to be deployed off the ships or off the obstacles.
Put AMC 30 here. We've got our flank speed, so speed 4. And the GR75, let's get her right about here. We're going to try something a little interesting. And I'm going to have her also moving at speed 3. Alright, so now it's time for fighters.
5 away from my edge and off of an obstacle. So pretty much that obstacle. Or
I could have them over here, right?
You could, but I think that kind of defeats the purpose of Sato. You could actually have it from there.
Yeah,
Just
I could.
drop them right in front of me.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I think so.
Actually. We're going to try something here. It's within 1 of an obstacle, correct?
Yes, I believe so. At distance.
Alright.
Okay, that is set up. Let's set dials and come back with the first turn.
Great.
Okay, turn 1. As first player with the SSD, I choose to pass. Okay, Ken, what are you going to do?
Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and activate the hammerhead first. With an navigation command. I'm going to take the token. I don't have any shots, so I'm going to just go ahead and move forward 2. Well, maybe not move forward 2, but we're going to do a little thing like this. Okay.
Okay, going to activate Darth Vader's Gozanti, revealing a navigate. We're going to take it as a token, and then we're going to pass it over with CommsNet to the super, and then cruise along at speed 1. There we go. Back to you, Ken.
Alright, we're going to activate the MC-75. We have yet another navigation command. I am going to take that as a token. And no shots because we're not in range yet. So speed 3. With a slight jig. Put us right over there. Your turn, John.
Okay, we're going to activate the Repair Crew Gozanti, revealing engineering. We're going to be taking it as a token. This A-Wing is just outside of range, so we go right to movement, and we're going to take our time with a nice speed 1 movement like this.
MC-30 will be the next ship to activate. Concentrate fire token. We're clearly out of range, so I'm just going to take it as a token. And let's just go ahead and do an inside turn here. So we are at speed 4, moving right along, and we are going to brave the front arc of the Super Star Destroyer.
Okay, of course I got to activate the super next. We're going to be revealing a concentrate fire, using it as a dial, and also getting a token. Let's see what's in range. looks like I have both of your fighters at medium. You are just outside of blue range. And I have your Hammerhead and your MC-80 at long range. Let's start out by attacking the fighters, then we'll move on to the ships like this. Okay, first attack against Luke Skywalker, red and a blue. We roll in like this. I'm going to use H9s to change this critical to an accuracy. With quad turbolasers, that gives me an additional accuracy. I'm going to use Kallus to roll in a black dice, which is a hit, and then I'm going to use point defense systems to re-roll this blue dice. So block down both your tokens and 1 damage to Luke. Okay, then we're going to do the same thing to the Millennium Falcon. 1 hit. We're going to change the same thing, this crit, to an accuracy, and then add in another accuracy. And then we're going to roll in a black dice. For 2 damage, block both of your braces.
Yeah, well, all right. 2 down for the Falcon.
Okay, first shot. Out of the front, into the side of the MC-30. Wow.
Ow.
So we're going to Ravager into this, spending the dial and the token to add 2 more red dice. Okay, and then we're going to have this one changed to an accuracy, and this one changed to an accuracy as well.
8 total damage. What are you blocking?
8 total damage. I'm going to block both of your evades.
Okay. All right, we will spend 1 of the redirects, and we'll have to put 3 of the damage onto the front shield, which will force me to take 3 damage on the facing shield, and then 2 hits.
Okay, Super Star Destroyer against the front of your Hammerhead at long range, starting with 5 red dice. Oof.
I'm liking this roll better than the last one.
We're going to leave it as is, and we will intel officer your redirect.
The redirect? Alright, so since we're at long range, let's cancel the crit, and I'll just take 1 to the front.
Okay, after 1 really good roll and 1 really bad roll, we're going to move ahead, speed 1. There we go. Your last activation.
Final activation, we have Salvation. She has a Concentrate Fire command. We're going to take that as a token. We're clearly out of long range, so I'm just going to move up just a little bit. And hopefully we'll have some decent shots next round. Squadron phase. So we're going to start moving some of our squadrons. Let's move Luke first. So we're going to move him. Plenty fine. We're just going to get him right over here. Get really dangerous. Han also is going to move up. Right about there, all within distance 1. And I've got an A-wing. We're not even going to get close to its full speed. But we know how well A-wings are at taking out Super Star Destroyers.
Okay, start of round 2. Ken's going to use Han Solo.
So Han's going to go ahead and take a shot at the Super Star Destroyer. Han fires, it's a blue and a black. So we're just going to go right to the front arc. We have 2 crits and a hit. No bomber, so that really doesn't do much. So 1 hit to the Super Star Destroyer.
Okay, we're going to take it to the front, and then we're going to counterattack.
Okay, that's
1
a
hit.
hit.
Then we're going to Kallus in a red dice. I keep rolling it off screen. And we're going to leave it as is. 2 hits.
Alright, Han's going to use a brace to make it into 1. And we'll just take 1 hit.
Okay, activating the Super Star Destroyer. We are coming in with a concentrate fire, getting a token as well. And then we're going to make 3 attacks out of the front. We are at medium range to the MC-30, but both of these ships will be at long range. So let's go ahead and make those attacks. Starting off, we're going to go from the front to the side of your MC-30 at medium range.
No shields. Ow.
Okay, because I have a red with an accuracy, we're going to put in an accuracy. And I think that will do it. We're going to block both of your redirects and 1 of your evades. If you would like, I could re-roll 1 of these damage, but I only need to get 2 damage through.
Yep, nope, I think even if we force 1, we have 1 dead MC-30.
Okay, now against the front of the Nebulon B, with the front of the Super at long range. Okay, we're going to... I think we're going to change this to an accuracy, to add an accuracy, to block out both of your braces, and we're going to Intel Officer your evade.
Man, do I really want to lose the evade? You know what? Alright, fine. We'll go ahead, we'll use the evade, knock out the crit, and we'll take 1 hit to the front.
Okay, so final attack against the front of the Hammerhead at long range. That seems pretty good. We're going to put in an accuracy, and just because I can, we're going to use Ravager to add in 2 red dice. And then we're going to say you can't evade and you can't redirect, taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage.
Alright, so we'll go ahead and run contain, but since there's only 1 shot on, or 1 shield available on the front, that's 1, and I only have 5 hull. You have taken out the Hammerhead.
Okay, so 2 ships off the board. Now it's time to move with the Super Star Destroyer. We're going to increase to speed 2, and we're going to use Moff Jerjerrod. We're going to take the damage right here, and I think we're going to take 1 click. Let's see if we run onto this asteroid as I bump it out of the way, because that's what I do best. Gonna move like this. And I do not land on anything.
We're going to activate the MC-75. I have a concentrate fire command. We are definitely going to use that, and Moff Jerjerrod was able to pilot the Super Star Destroyer into a double arc. Now, I know we have close range from my front to your front. We are just out of close range and at medium range on the side. So let's see how much damage we can put back into the SSD. Alright, forward shot from the MC-75 to the front of the Super Star Destroyer. This is ordinarily 3 black and 2 blue, but we are going to use Commander Sato and roll a grand total of 5 black dice. So let's see what we get. And that's a whole mess of hits. We're going to use external racks and add in 2 more, so let's move these dice over. And that's 1 hit extra. I am not going to use the concentrate fire on this shot, but I am going to ordnance experts. And let's go ahead and do everything with only 1 hit. 6 reroll. That's a lot better. So we have, that's 10, 11, 12 hits, and a mess of criticals.
Okay, we're going to brace that down to 6. We're going to redirect 3 of them to the left side, and we're going to contain with Damage Control Officer to block any critical effect.
Second shot, as a point, forgot to mention that I spent 1 of the contains on the first shot against a Super Star Destroyer. Second shot, we're going to spend the other contain, and we're going to go side to the front. Instead of the 3 red dice, again, we're using Sato, swapping out 2 reds for 2 blacks, so we have a red and 2 blacks. And I am going to use the concentrate fire to bring in another black. And we're going to, we got lucky last time. Let's ordnance experts all 3. See if we do a little bit better. No. All right, so we have 4 hits to the front of the Superstar Destroyer.
Okay. I think we're going to just leave it as is and take 1 hull damage.
For movement, we're going to go ahead and stay at speed 3. And I don't really like my options here because they're either bad or worse. So we are going to stay engaged with the Superstar Destroyer. And we are at close range. We are at point blank range, but Lando's on the MC-75. We'll be fine.
Okay, my activation is going to be Darth Vader's Gozanti. It's revealing an engineering. We're going to take it as a token, and with CommsNet, pass it on over to there. We're not in range of anything, so we're going to move speed 1 straight ahead. Done.
Salvation will be the next activation for the Rebels. We have a navigation command. We're going to keep the dial, and we're going to start making a few shots. So I believe we are at medium range, front and rear, or front and side. We're going to make 2 shots, both medium range, to the side of the Superstar Destroyer. First shot I'm going to take is going to be the side to the side. So ordinarily we have a red and a blue. We're going to swap those out with Sato with the 2 blacks. And I have 1 hit. I'm going to let you take that.
Okay, take 1 hit to the side. My side shields are now down to 2.
Second shot, front to the side. Again, we're swapping out red dice for blacks, so 2 blacks and a red. This is salvation, so any of my crits count as 2, and I have 1. We're going to go ahead and use the concentrate fire token and re-roll this one. There we go. So I have a total of 5 hits on the Superstar Destroyer.
I believe 6 because you have 2 criticals.
Oh, so I do, yes.
Okay, so we're going to brace that to 3. And then we're going to redirect that to the auxiliary shield spot.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, moving, we're going to leverage the dials command. We're going to drop to speed 2. And with the extra yaw on the second bit, should label line herself up really good for a shot on the next round.
Okay, last activation is going to be the repair crew. We're going to be revealing an engineering dial. We're going to spend it to use repair crews. And we're going to remove the 1 damage card that we took earlier. And then we're going to go ahead and move speed 1. Will not lock in. There we go.
So for squadrons, we have Luke's X-Wing. We are just out of range. Well, we're more than just out of range. So we're going to activate him and get him a lot closer because we want to be able to make a shot on the next round. And we're going to activate the A-Wing. 1 black die. That's a hit.
Okay, we're going to take it right to the shields, and then we're going to counter with a blue dice.
And it's a highly accurate shot.
Okay. Okay, start of turn 3, and Han's going to shoot first.
Han always shoots first. So we're going to move him right up and take the shot. And Han fires 1 blue, 1 black. And that is 2 hits.
Okay. I think we're going to just take both those damage as hull damage, and then we're going to counter with a blue. And that is a hit.
That's a hit.
And we're going to add in a black dice. For nothing. So 1 hit.
All right, Han takes the hit, and now we go ahead to you.
Okay, Super Star Destroyer time. Concentrate fire. Get a free token. We're going to spend this engineering token to add 1 shield right where Han's shooting in. Now for attacks. We're going to start off by attacking the side of this neb with my side at close range. And then we're going to come on over here and we're going to attack out of the front into the side of the MC-75 and then my side into the side of the MC-75. Okay, so we have a front side shot into the side of the neb B at close range.
Ouch.
Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to turn it. You know what? Let's not do that yet. Let's play around with some other stuff. We're going to Ravager on this. We're going to add in 2 black dice. And then we're going to leading shots. And we will leading shots with all of these. That's some pretty poor rolling. We're going to take this, we're going to turn it into an accuracy, to add an accuracy, to block both of your braces, and you're going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 with a critical.
Alright, so the first one is going to go to the shields. First crit, ruptured engine, so anytime I want to move I'm in trouble, and then I need to take 2 more.
Correct.
So we are still okay, but starting to have problems.
Okay, we're going to start with the side shot into the side of the MC-75. Seems pretty good. Before we do anything, we're going to use Intel Officer and we're going to target your brace. Then we're going to take this and we're going to turn it into an accuracy and we're going to add an additional accuracy targeting your redirect and your brace.
Okay, I'm going to use your Intel Officering the brace.
Correct.
I'm going to use electronic countermeasures against the, to reuse the redirect. Let's go ahead and do that. And 2, 4, 6. We're going to split that 3 and 3. So 3 on the side shield and 3 on the forward shield.
Okay, now the front shot into your side. We have a red, so we're going to add 1. And with these 3, we're going to target, let's see, we're going to target your brace, your redirect, and one of your contains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage showing.
Alright, we're going to use the other contain just to prevent the criticals. And you know what, we're going to Lando, and I'm going to force you to re-roll all 3 blues and 1 of the reds. Alright, well, helped by 1. So I'm taking 5 total damage to the hull.
Correct. Okay, for movement, I'm going to just move 2 straight ahead. There's no good side to move down.
We will activate the MC-75. I have a navigate command. We're going to keep the dial. We're going to make 2 shots. We're going to go from my side to the Superstar Destroyer side, my front to the auxiliary side. I do believe we are in close range. Oh yeah, we're in close range for both shots. And I'm going to spend a couple tokens. I'll spend the contain and discard the second one to make these shots against the Super. First shot, we're going to do my side to your side. So again, with the Sato shenanigans, I'm now going to roll 4 black dice and 1 red. And that's actually a really good shot. I'm going to only Ordnance Experts the 1. Doesn't do anything, so 2, 4, 6, 7 hits.
Okay, we're going to brace it to 4, and we are going to contain it. And I believe then we're going to just take 4 damage cards.
Okay, so now we're going to make the forward shot from the MC-75 to the auxiliary left on the Superstar Destroyer. Once again, Sato shenanigans. I've got 5 black dice, and that's not the best roll. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to Ordnance Expert the whole lot because we can. That's a little bit better. Let's see what you can do with that.
Okay, we're going to brace it.
Yeah, down to 3.
And then we're going to contain it.
Alright.
And then we're going to redirect 1 damage to the rear.
Alright, so we're going to take a very risky maneuver. We're going to spend the dial and the token. We're going to drop from speed 3 down to speed 1, which allows us to make an extraordinarily sharp turn. And we'll see how that works for us.
Okay, we're going to activate Vader. He's going to do a concentrate fire, and he's going to pass the token over to the Superstar Destroyer. He has nothing in range, so he's going to move ahead, speed 1. Like so.
Salvation is going to get activated. We have a concentrate fire command. We're definitely going to use that. Clearly at close range from the Superstar Destroyer, and we're double arced on the auxiliary right, so we are going to fire twice at you there. And I'm going to, because of Palpatine, we will spend each one of my brace tokens once to be able to make these shots. First shot is side to your aux. So again, I love the Sato shenanigans. And we've got 2 black dice. Wow, nothing. So you know what? We're going to concentrate fire in a black die, which does nothing because that just hit that. So that is a whole heck of a lot of nothing. So we're doing nothing and going to the second shot. All right, let's see if we can't do some damage out the front of Salvation. So again, reminder, crits do double damage. Sato swaps out 2 for blacks. That's a much better roll. So that is 5 total damage plus the 2 for the crits. So 7 damage to your auxiliary shield.
Okay, we will brace it to 4. We will redirect one of it to the front right. And then we're going to contain.
All right. So for movement, unfortunately, I really don't have anywhere I can go without hitting you. So if I'm going to hit you, I want to make sure that I'm able to run right into you in a way that's going to be good. So we're going to do this fun little turn. We are going to mark the A-wing. And, oops, as I knock everything all over the place. So I'm going to move with the 1 like so. And that will land on top of Luke, so you'll get to reorient that. Take 1 damage, and the A-wing just fits in there.
Okay, could you please put Luke into the back corner?
Right here?
Right there.
Alright, we each take a damage.
Okay, activating repair cruise. We're going to be doing a navigate. We're going to use it as the dial. We're going to spend this engineering, and we're going to remove 1 damage card from the Super Star Destroyer. We're going to shoot a side shot into your front for a hit. Just take it to the front.
Take it to the front.
Okay, and then we're going to shoot out the front at Han Solo for another hit.
We'll just take 1 also.
Okay, for movement, we're going to jump up to speed 2. And I think we're going to land right onto Han Solo. Where would you like him?
Yeah, let's put him in the corner closest to Super Star Destroyer. Can we fit him in there?
Yes, you can.
Perfect. So for squadron phase, we're going to move Luke. We're going to plop him right next to the A-wings. And we're going to have the A-wings fire at the Super Star Destroyer. So 1 black die, 1 hit.
Okay.
There's the damage.
And we're going to redirect that to the rear.
Okay.
And we're going to counter with 1.
And 1 damage finally to the A-wing. Turn 4. We're going to have Han Solo activate first. He's going to make a pot shot into the rear of the Super Star Destroyer. So we have 2 hits.
Okay, we're going to just take those right to the hull. We're going to counter with 1.
And
That
1 hit
is a hit.
to Han.
And then we're going to add in a black dice.
That's 2 hits to Han. So I should probably point out that he spent a brace to attack the Super Star Destroyer. We're going to spend the other brace to bring that down to 1.
To stay alive. Okay, we're going to activate first the Super Star Destroyer. We're going to reveal an engineering, and we're going to get a token, and we're going to heal off 2 damage cards. Then we're going to declare our attacks. We have close range here, into your side, and we have you're just outside of close range, so medium range into your side. And then we're going to take close range from my Ox into your side of the nebula. Okay, so we're going to start with the Ox into the side of your MC-75. Okay, that's a very accurate shot for only 2 damage. How much health do you have?
I have 4 hull left and no shields on for where you're shooting.
Okay, we're going to add in that, and we're going to then Ravager in a black dice. Like that. And then we will spend that for leading shots to reroll all of these. Seems pretty good.
Ooh.
We're going to target your redirect and your brace in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage.
Redirect and brace, 5 damage. Alright, so we are going to use electronic countermeasures so I can brace. I'm bringing that down to 3. We've got the critical, so we're also going to do the contain.
So 3 hull damage.
3 hull damage. 1 left.
Okay, can we kill it? This is going to be the side shot into the MC-75. We're going to add in an accuracy. And I think I only need 1 damage, correct?
That is correct.
So we're going to block all your tokens and take a hit crit.
Alright, so MC-75's down.
Okay, so this is the right aux versus the side of your Ned B. I believe I need 1 damage. You have 2 braces, so as long as I get a hit, I believe you explode.
Salvation goes. Well, those aren't blank, so yeah, that takes out salvation.
Okay, so I've killed all of Ken's ships, so the only thing left are going to be moving, me activating my 2 Gozantis, and then his fighters. We're going to be moving 2 straight ahead. There we go. Now let's activate some Gozantis. We're going to activate this Gozanti first. He's going to reveal an engineering. Let's see if I'm in distance to take off a damage card. I am not. So we're going to just take that token. Maybe we'll use it later. Then we're going to flak. We're going to flak out the front and hit the Millennium Falcon and the A-Wing. Millennium Falcon first. Hit. Millennium Falcon dies.
Alright.
Then we're going to hit the A-Wing for 1 damage. Then we're going to take a side shot at the A-Wing as well, leaving it on 1 health. Okay, movement, speed 2. We'll end right here. Then the last ship, we have this Gozanti. It's doing an engineering, and we're going to kick it over to the Star Destroyer with comms net. And then we're going to move our speed 1. Like that.
Alright, final squadron phase. We're going to have Luke fire at the rear of the Super Star Destroyer first. So he'll spend 1 of his brace tokens. He does have bomber. We're going to roll a black die. That is only 1 hit.
Okay, we're going to counter for a hit, and we're going to add in a black dice.
Nothing. Alright, so 1 hit on Luke. And A-Wing will come in with his shot because he is also within range. And he also has 1 hit.
Okay, then we're going to counter him too.
And that's 1 hit on the A-Wing. So the A-Wing is destroyed.
Okay, so that's going to be the end of the game. Luke Skywalker is going to remain on the table.
Alright, so we have now finished up our game. The only surviving rebel was Luke Skywalker. Sum total damage against the Superstar Destroyer was 10 hits, so
Correct.
1 more from Luke, or that 1 A-Wing. I think that would have been a lot of fun. But you did table the Rebel fleet, so good job, John.
Thank you very much. So how do you feel like your fleet worked or didn't work?
I was really surprised at how well Sato worked. I was able to throw in a lot of extra damage with the black dice that I wasn't really expecting. I think that first salvo you had against the MC-30 in, I think it was the first round, maybe the second, very early on, just totally destroyed it, and I never really had a chance to do anything. The Super Star Destroyer, again, it's a magnificent ship. It seems like you really need to bring heavy hitters to take it down.
Yes, so this was the first time I've ever flown the Super Star Destroyer. I've faced a lot against her and have killed her a lot of times. Mm-hmm. So I know how much damage you could take. I was very surprised by your Sato fleet. The one time you rolled, I think it was like 6 black dice against me in the front. It was
at about 10
pretty
hits.
Oppressive. My combination of being able to turn a dice into a red accuracy to add a red accuracy was very, very strong. It kept you from using almost any of your defense tokens throughout the entire game. I think if I were to do anything different, I had some really bad rolls that I needed to get more damage in. I should use Darth Vader to toss an officer to be able to re-roll those
I was
attacks.
surprised you didn't use Darth Vader to choke anyone out, so it never really came up, I guess, in this particular game.
It's the first time I've used him, and again, first time flying this fleet. I'm not exactly sure when to use him yet, but it's a learning curve.
Well, thank you everyone for watching. We're going to be back again with another Armada video. I know one of the next ones we're planning is to do a Super Star Destroyer on Super Star Destroyer, so stay tuned to see that. Otherwise, once again, please thank you for watching, subscribing, and all the other fun jazz. Until then, I'm Ken.
And I'm John.
And you've been watching Ion Radio.
We're from the future, and we've come back, and here's the end of the video. So the end of the game, there's no Palpatine. We forgot a shield on the Super Star Destroyer, which means that that last A-Wing shot crippled it, scoring 10 half points. We also forgot to tally up the objective that we were playing, which gave Ken 5 tokens.
So a total of 45 extra points. So I should actually end the game with 275. 75. I can do math. So in either case, we're looking at a sum total of 245 points for me. You still tabled me, so
correct.
You get the 400 points regardless. But that's 8-3. So there you have it.
It's just kind of annoying when you're going back and forth and recording. It's a little bit different than actually playing a game. So bear with us while we're figuring out all of our stuff. I thought the game was still fun to watch. So
again, thanks for the support. Hopefully you enjoyed the video even with the mistakes, and I'm sure we'll do more of it. So mark them down in the comments below.